Alright, so you're sort of done with all of the levels. I mean, you still have this level. It's Tower of Fate Mystery. It's mostly a boss fight. It's half a level, but whatever. As a little safety measure, I would recommend going ahead and equipping the phase locket coming into this part. It's not the most important of things, but it's kind of nice, and I'll link a video describing. I'll link a video to tell you why it's nice in the description. I won't explain it here, but just watch the video in the description, and it'll tell you why it's nice. So right here, in that room, what I like to do is stand on that right platform and poke off them. You see that? You can do that room however you like, but on this part, I like to take special care. Of these 4 platforms, they each have a set of blocks that's going to come flying at you underneath each one. The third set of blocks that comes flying at you, you need to take special care that you don't jump over it. Because if you jump over it, the 4th block is going to come at you high, and that's going to create problems. So I'll show you here. So I just want to hit this with my shovel and then bounce here, so then I can do that. But if that 4th set of blocks comes at me high, it will just be a problem. Anyway, coming into this next part, you want to have the Propeller Dagger equipped. Come up here. And then once you get onto this first single block here, just start spamming the Propeller Dagger. And you'll go right across here. And then if you want, go ahead and equip the mobile gear, ride it across this whole area. It's a little bit quicker than walking. Considering you will have to menu. I'm sure it won't be. Won't be quicker it will definitely be quicker once you don't have to menu on PC and just in general on Wii U and 3DS. Whatever. Now let's come up to the Enchantress fight. Make sure you have the Propeller Dagger equipped here. I like to just spam Propeller Dagger interface for this part. You want to kind of conserve a little bit of your magic. Like, just don't use all of your magic on this first little part of the fight, because you're going to need a lot more in a latter part of the fight. So anyway, she's going to come down here. You can't really do anything about it. You can kind of just throw the throwing anchor at her, but it really doesn't do that much damage in the end. It's a thing you can do. If you want, you can just throw some of the throwing anchor at her while she's down there, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. Anyway, after this, she's going to come back up, and again, just hit her as much as you can, and then, again, just spam Flying Dagger in this interface. This is, just because of how she's all over the room at this point, this is why you want to have conserved some magic, so that you can spam Flying Dagger interface at that point. Anyway, coming into Enchantress Phase 2 here, you want to have the Dust Knuckles equipped for the ideal strategy. You can do this also with the Flying Dagger, and there's a few other strats you can do, but I prefer using the Dust Knuckles for this part. So anyway, Shield Knight's going to come fall down and catch her. Make sure you catch her at like the top of your jump arc, just so it's as fast as possible. I didn't do it there, but whatever. So coming into the start of this fight, there's 2 things you want to look out for. This is my dumb, complicated way of doing it, but look out for where Shield Knight goes. She goes to the left side of the room here, so I'm going to go to the left with her. But then I'm going to see that that Enchantress up there lifted her right hand up. So I'm just going to stay on this platform that I am, and these balls aren't going to touch me. If she lifted her left hand up, I would have had to go down here onto this platform, but that wasn't the case. So let's just go ahead and bounce onto Shield Knight, bounce up here, hit 3 hits, and make sure you're kind of directed onto the right side of her face. And as soon as you get that 3rd hit, start moving to the right and then start spamming in her face. Now, ideally, that's what should happen. You should get 8 hits off on her at that point. And you have to note that it is 2 hits to the right and 2 hits to the left. You'll bounce, and then you want to do 1 hit to the right and 3 hits to the left. It's just based on her movement patterns, that's what you want to do. What this causes is that you go straight, you basically skip part of her fight and go straight to the part where she starts dropping down. So she starts dropping down and destroying the platforms. And that makes it a lot faster. If you didn't get enough damage off and didn't get to that part in the fight, then the rest of the fight is very, very slow. The patterns she does take a very long time before you can actually hit her again. So being able to just skip to that part where you can get a lot of hits off on her by pogoing on her is definitely very, very fast. And that's Shovel Knight. I hope you found this whole tutorial to be very informative, and I wish you the absolute best of luck in running this game. It's a very hard game to speedrun, I will admit. It's really not easy. But best of luck to you. Have fun with it. It truly is a very great game.